ओके सो गाइज वेलकम टू आवर चैनल। जेई का रिजल्ट्स आ चुके हैं और अगर आप अपने रिजल्ट के साथ सेटिस्फाइड नहीं हैं सो आई हैव अ बेस्ट प्लेटफॉर्म फॉर यू वेयर यू कैन get the best courses for IIT JEE. It is Unacademy, and Unacademy is currently the best platform for IIT JEE. Unacademy has plus subscription which includes access to all batches, test series, detailed analysis of test, doubt solving sessions, 24/7 doubt chat box, and video solution for your doubts. Currently, students are getting the best possible 10% discount on Unacademy. So use code UCI_TanmayPol to get the 10% discount. Hello guys, what is up? So we are back with another video, and this time our topic is matrices. So here I have given some statistics which show that how many questions have appeared throughout the years. In 2019 there were 5 questions from matrices, and in 2020 there was a minimum of 1 question from matrices chapter in each shift. And also all those questions which had appeared in the 2021 exam, I have given them at last with all the detailed solutions. So I hope you watched the entire video. Okay, so I hope that all of you know some of the basics of matrices, that how a matrix is formed or how it is represented as. So I start from some of the properties of matrices. So the first property is involutory matrix. Now a matrix is said to be an involutory if the square of the matrix is equal to the identity matrix. Like for an example, I have taken A, B, C and D as the matrix A. So if I multiply it with the same one, that is, if I multiply this matrix with this, then my result, if my result is an identity matrix, that is 1 0 0 1, then that matrix is said to be an involutory matrix. And some of the properties of involutory matrix are: a to the power n is equals to 1 only if n is even. A to the power m is equals to a only if m is odd. And the determinant of the matrix A is equals to plus or minus 1. Like these are some of the properties of involutory matrix. So next is idempotent matrix. A matrix is said to be idempotent if the square of the matrix is equal to the matrix itself. Like for the same example, A, B, C, D is a matrix, and if we multiply it with itself, then the result should be the matrix itself. Now this would be called as an idempotent matrix. The trick to memorize this is that idempotent can be referred to as identity. So we can relate it with identity as the same one. So this can be a trick to keep it in mind. The properties of idempotent matrix are: a raised to the power n is equals to a for all n belonging to greater than or equal to 2. Like suppose if n is equals to 3, then also this will give the same result. For n, that is for n greater than or equal to 2, we will get the same result. The second property is that the determinant of the matrix is going to be either 0 or 1. Okay, so next we have nilpotent matrix. A matrix is said to be nilpotent matrix if a raised to the power n is equals to 0 and a raised to the power n minus 1 is not equals to 0. Now let's consider a matrix A which is A, B, C and D. Now if I raise it to the power 3, then the result which I get should be 0, and if I raise it to the power 2, then its value should not be equal to 0. Now this matrix is called as nilpotent matrix. Like I have also given an example here. Okay, so next we have some of the basic properties of a matrix. Now I hope that all of you know what transpose of a matrix means, but still I'll show you here. Like I have a matrix A, B, C and D. So the transpose of this is going to be A, B, C, D, like this. Now the row here gets converted into a column. So this is what basically transpose means. So the first property is that transpose of A transpose is going to be A. Now we can consider this from here as well. Like if we convert this one again to a transpose, so we will finally get the original one back. So now the row which is here gets converted to this one. So this is what the basic idea of a transpose means. Also, transpose is commutative. Like if I add two matrices and then try to take the transpose, then it would be the same as taking the addition of the transpose of individual matrix. Like A plus B का transpose will be equal to the addition of transpose of A plus the transpose of B. Now the next property is, if any matrix is multiplied with a constant and then we have to take the transpose, then it's better that we take the constant out and take the transpose of the original matrix. So the fourth property is, if the transpose of any two matrices is taken after their multiplication, then it is also equal to the multiplication of their transposes but in reverse order. Like here we can observe that A and B when multiplied and then taken transpose is equal to the multiplication of B transpose and A transpose. Mind you, multiplication in case of matrices can be different if the orders are changed. Okay, so next is types of matrices. So the first is orthogonal matrix. Okay, so let's start. Like any matrix A is said to be orthogonal if A into A transpose is equals to identity matrix. Like suppose if I take any matrix A, B, C, D and multiply it with its transpose, then if my answer is equal to an identity matrix, then this matrix is said to be orthogonal matrix. Okay, so the property of an orthogonal matrix is that the determinant of the original matrix is either +1 or -1. The second one is symmetric matrix. Any matrix A is said to be symmetric if the transpose of the matrix A is equals to A. So here the name is self-explanatory. So next we have is skew symmetric matrix. Like any matrix A is said to be a skew symmetric matrix if A transpose is equal to negative of the original A matrix. Okay, so next part is the adjoint of matrix and its properties. There are some basic concepts which need to be clear, like what is an cofactor of an element in any matrix. Cofactor of an element, suppose we take the cofactor of the first element A11. So to take the cofactor, we will have to multiply the elements which are not in its row and as well as not in its column. So basically we will have to multiply A22 into A33 minus A23 into A32. So basically is what इसका हम डिटर्मिनेंट लेंगे. जैसे कि अगर हम ये रो और ये कॉलम को एलिमिनेट कर दें, सो हमारे पास बचता है ये A22, A23, A32, A33. सो बेसिकली हम इसका डिटर्मिनेंट लेंगे एंड द रिजल्टेंट, सपोज इसका आंसर आता है I. सो नेक्स्ट विल बी C11 इक्वल टू -1 to the power 1 + 1 मल्टीप्लाइड बाय I. सो बेसिकली ये है कि अगर हम C11 यानी A11 का कोफैक्टर लेंगे तो सो इट विल बी रिप्रेजेंटेड बाय C11 एंड द स्टेप टू डिटरमाइन द कोफैक्टर इज -1 रेज टू द पावर 1 + 1, इन द सेंस कि यहाँ पे जो इसकी पोजीशन है उन दोनों डिजिट्स के एडिशन करके मल्टीप्लाइड बाय द आंसर ऑफ दिस. सो अगर हम A12 का कोफैक्टर देखने जाएंगे, सो इट वुड बी C12 इक्वल्स टू -1 रेज टू द पावर 1 + 2. और इसका मतलब अभी A12 का हम जब कोफैक्टर लेने जाएंगे, सो वी विल हैव टू टेक द डिटर्मिनेंट ऑफ A21, A23, A31, A33। बेसिकली हम इसका डिटर्मिनेंट लेंगे और इसका जो आंसर है सपोज x, सो मल्टीप्लाइड बाय x। सो दिस इज द बेसिक आइडिया ऑफ अ कोफैक्टर। नाउ लेट अस अज्यूम दैट हमारे पास सारे एलिमेंट्स के कोफैक्टर्स हैं, सो वी विल रिप्रेजेंट देम लाइक दिस। लेकिन इसमें एक स्लाइट ट्विस्ट है कि हमें ये मैट्रिक्स का ट्रांसपोज लेना है। सो नाउ दिस इज हाउ वी विल डिटरमाइन द एडजॉइंट ऑफ अ मैट्रिक्स। Therefore, adjoint A is equals to C11, C12, C13, C21, C22, C23, C31, C32, and C33. This is the basic thing which we will represent. Okay, so our next part is properties of adjoint of a matrix. The main point here is these are for only non-singular square matrices. Okay, so now the first property is that if there are two matrices A and B and they are multiplied together, then the adjoint of that resultant matrix, suppose that when A and B are multiplied together, we get the resultant matrix as R. So here consider that this is R matrix. So then adjoint of this resultant matrix would be the multiplication of adjoint of B matrix and then the adjoint of A matrix. Here reversal law holds true. Okay, so the second property is if any matrix A whose order is n, so here n is the number of rows and number of columns. Since it is a square matrix, then the number of rows and number of columns would be same. That is why it is represented as an. So if matrix A is multiplied with a constant k and then we have to find the adjoint, then it's better that we take the constant out, k raised to the power n minus 1, and then multiply it with the adjoint of the A matrix. So the third property is quite interesting. It is that if we take the transpose of A matrix and then take the adjoint of it, it is same as first taking the adjoint of A matrix and taking the transpose of it. Okay, so the fourth property is that the determinant of adjoint of A is equals to determinant of A raised to the power n minus 1. Now this property is quite important, so we will mark it as a star property. The next property is adjoint of A is equals to mod of A, the determinant of A raised to the power n minus 2 multiplied by matrix A. Now even this is an important property. If you have seen previous year's papers, then you might have noticed that ऐसे questions काफ़ी बार पूछे गए हैं. So even this is an star property. The last property is mod of adjoint of A, which is equals to mod of A raised to n minus 1 का whole square. So this property is also star property. Previously इसमें questions आए हैं और अगर आप NTA अभ्यास ऐप को फॉलो करते हैं अच्छे से तो उसके जो मॉडल पेपर्स है उसमें भी इस प्रकार के क्वेश्चंस आते हैं. सो इवन दिस इज अ स्टार प्रॉपर्टी. सो वी हैव कंप्लीटेड विद द प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ एडजॉइंट ऑफ अ मैट्रिक्स. दीज आर सम बेसिक प्रॉपर्टीज एज वेल एज इंपॉर्टेंट क्योंकि इसमें क्वेश्चंस बन सकते हैं. ओके, सो नाउ नेक्स्ट इज इनवर्स ऑफ अ मैट्रिक्स. नाउ देयर इज अ कंडीशन टू टेक इनवर्स ऑफ एनी मैट्रिक्स दैट the determinant of that matrix should not be equals to 0. So we have to keep this in mind that whenever an inverse question is asked, that is a question is asked to find the inverse of a matrix, then first we need to check whether this condition is true or not. Okay, so the formula to find the inverse of a matrix is A inverse equals to 1 upon mod of A. Now this is why the mod of A shouldn't be equals to 0. अगर ये 0 हो गया तो this wouldn't be valid. So that is the reason. Okay, so it is 1 upon mod of A multiplied by adjoint of A. So here we get an interesting result that A inverse multiplied by A is equal to an identity matrix. Even this is an important property. Okay, so our next topic is properties of inverse of a matrix. Here also there are some basic properties और इनमें भी questions बन सकते हैं. अगर आप previous year check करें तो इनमें भी questions आ चुके हैं. So let's start. Okay, so the first property is that if we multiply A and B and then take inverse of it, then it is equivalent to multiplication of B inverse into A inverse. Here also reversal law holds true. Second property is that A transpose is invertible if and only if A is invertible. Now this makes sense that अगर सिर्फ A invertible है तो A transpose भी invertible रहेगा. Also then A transpose का inverse is equals to A inverse का transpose. Now this property also makes sense and it is important. Third property is that A inverse का mod is equal to mod of A का inverse. Now this also makes sense. Our last property is that inverse of an invertible symmetric matrix is a symmetric matrix. Now it is quite self-explanatory that if there is a symmetric matrix which is invertible, then the inverse of that matrix is also going to be symmetric only. Okay, so thank you for watching this video. I hope you like this video, and do let me know in the comment section that what improvements can be made. So thank you.